all lies will be exposed. That's all.
Big news if it is true. Candace Owens and Charlie Kirk have a good relationship. So I was a little surprised to see this, but Charlie Kirk didn't do anything wrong. He distanced himself from Candace Owens. Candace Owens is her own woman. Charlie Kirk doesn't need to answer for anything that Candace Owens has done. And it gets hairy because Charlie Kirk is basically as much in bed with the major country that we're talking about in the Middle East as anybody else is. But he is able to, I don't know how, navigate the America First perspective better than most other people, even though he's still under the umbrella. He bends the knee, as you're going to see with this breaking news here. Charlie Kirk distances himself from Candace Owens. Reported by, guess who's back? Young Nicholas. He is so controversial, I won't say his first and last name. I won't even say his last name typically. I have, but in this video, I will not. He's back. He's reporting this. He's breaking news. He's broken a lot of news. TPUSA, that's the organization that Charlie Kirk runs, and Candace Owens goes with him to college campuses to basically take apart college students on philosophy, open the door for some of them to come to a different side other than the indoctrination that they're already going on. But that organization that Charlie Kirk runs, TPUSA, has been operating a secret website for at least 2 weeks, distancing himself or itself. That's important to say. Let me clarify. Distancing TPUSA and Charlie Kirk too, but the organization from Candace Owens. And I wonder if they're going to be able to bring her on in the future, because this is kind of scary that we have to, that one of the more the guys that kind of portrays themselves as America First has to bend their knee to a non-American country. And it's the country in the Middle East that we're talking about. So TPUSA, allegedly from young Nick, has been operating a secret website for at least 2 weeks. They haven't been promoting it, at least. It also affirms Charlie Kirk's allegiance to that major country in the Middle East that I would like to avoid saying on the video because I think it's deranked, flagged. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid. I just don't know. And the J team. This is North Korea level stuff, totally bizarre and dystopian. America First by young Nick. Let's read what we got here on this website. It is that country in the Middle East.tpusa.com. It says TPUSA stands with that country in the Middle East. Really? Okay. Well, that's not a surprise, but why do you need to profess this all the time? Like, it's almost like you have to go to the Wailing Wall every day, figuratively. Before we provide a list of articles and videos so that you can fully understand Charlie's and Turning Point USA's unapologetic support of that country and the J team, Charlie is one of the most vocal supporters of that country in this country. I hope these videos and links help clear up any questions you may have. Who had questions? Why would there be questions about his allegiance to that country? Probably his friendship with Candace Owens. My previous video was an allegation that Ben Shapiro was working with a J-team writer for a media outlet to smear Charlie Kirk. And maybe Ben Shapiro goes back to the home base and says, you know, that guy Charlie that used to rock with you, he's just pretending. I know he professes his love for you all the time, but I work for you too, and I don't think he's with you. Why is he with Candace Owens? I don't know if Ben's doing that or not. How would I know? As a reminder, Charlie is not Candace. Wow. Why does he even need to say that? Who thought that Charlie was Candace? Does this sound like, hey, Tim, does this sound like that country over there is a vassal, that's an empty vessel? I don't even know if it's vessel or vassal. Does it sound like it's an empty vessel? Or is it that it's something we have to bend the knee to? He has a whole website dedicated to bending the knee and eating the banana of that country. As a reminder, Charlie is not Candace, and Candace is not a TPUSA employee. Who needed that reminder? Why? Who was confused about that? Who cared? What has Candace done? Look, what is she, some evil person or something? Now, again, Charlie is in that boat where he's got no choice. And he does have a choice, but I understand it. And he didn't say anything bad about Candace, just to be clear. So I don't have a problem with his take here, but this is worth noting. It goes on to say, if you have any specific questions about Candace's comments or views, like what, Christ is King? Is that going to be flagged on YouTube too now? We suggest you contact her directly. Wow. Let me repeat that one more time. If you have specific questions about Candace's comments or views, we suggest you contact her directly. This is implying that people from that other country, how high up does this go? Is asking Charlie Kirk why you are walking around with Candace Owens. Charlie Kirk has never condoned or he's never even commented on anything that Candace has said that might be against that other country over there. I mean, this looks like Candace can't rock with Charlie anymore. If I were Candace, I wouldn't be mad at Charlie, but I'd be like, I don't know if I can rock with you. You got to explain like who's on the payroll and not, and contact me if you have questions. Like, damn, why do we have to do all that? And it's not Charlie's fault, but I'm like, why would you want to work with somebody where they have to go to a boss? That country in the Middle East is clearly the boss here, right? They got to go to the boss and remind them, if you have questions, talk to you. You didn't know I was my own woman or man. However, these videos and links should provide clarity on Charlie's position and views. Bending the knee. Charlie has been to that other country twice, and that other country and the J team hold a special place in his heart. Get you somebody who loves you as much as Charlie professes his love for that other country. Additionally, it is worth noting that TPUSA, as an organization, supports that country in a number of ways, including, but not limited to, hosting an annual Young J-Team Leadership Summit, sending 100 students to that country for educational trips, sending an that country-specific activism kit, to hundreds of high school and college campuses each semester, welcoming Dennis Prager and other J-Team thought leaders to our national events, and hosting that country social media trainings for TPUSA ambassadors and online influencers. Man, 2024, man, we exposing them all. All lies will be exposed.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee.
Middle MAGA.